Are you wondering how far your money can really go in today's market, especially in the Dayton, Ohio real estate market? Let's break down exactly what $265,000, which by the way is the median price point right now in Dayton, what it can get for you in today's market. Hi, my name is David Moyer. I'm a local real estate expert here in Dayton, Ohio. I'm here to provide value and hopefully guide you along the way to your next home. In this video, we're going to cover what the price points are in different areas around Dayton, what your price point can get you in those certain areas, and what your mortgage payments are really going to look like. So stay tuned. So right now across the entire greater Dayton area, the median price point for a home is $265,000. That doesn't mean there aren't homes that are less than that, and of course there are homes that are more than that. But according to the Dayton Board of Realtors, $265,000 is the median price point. And those homes right now have an average day on market of 38 days. That's how long it takes a property when it goes onto the market before it actually goes pending and is under contract with a buyer. So this price point has become what I like to call the starter plus or the move-up buyer price point. If you're looking to enter the greater Dayton area and you're a first-time home buyer, this is a good price point to keep in mind that if you're looking for your pre-qualifications, is going to give you a good entry point. So keep in mind, this could be a smaller home in a different area compared to other places when you're looking to purchase a home. But right now, $265,000 is the median price point. Now, low inventory still plays a factor when it comes to buying a home in this market, and the buyers out there are a lot more savvy than they were, let's say 2 or 3 years ago. They're going out for these properties, they're taking second looks, they're going out for second showings, which is a good indicator. So if you're out there looking in this price point, you may not have to jump on that home immediately right away, but make sure you're working with a qualified buyer's agent who's going to tell you what the day on market is for that specific area you're looking, so that you're not wasting time going home and saying we're going to sleep on it and then right the next day, because you still could lose out. But let's take a look at some of the finances behind buying a home for $265,000. Let's say you are approved for a 5% conventional product or a 5% FHA product. Your down payment is going to be roughly $13,250, give or take, depending on what you're looking to put down. But typically 5%, especially in the conventional market, is the lowest down payment. So if you're looking for what you have to have saved up, right around $13,000 is going to get you in the front door. And that brings your monthly mortgage with your taxes and your insurance anywhere from $1,900 a month to $2,200 a month. And that is actually in line with what we're seeing in a lot of our rentals out there. I see a lot of first-time home buyers with rents that are in excess of $1,800, $1,900 a month, and they're looking to purchase a home. So for practically the same amount that they're paying in rent, they can actually get into their property. Now, 5% down isn't the only way to get into a home. You could also go the FHA route, which is a federally backed program, and the minimum down payment for that is 3.5%. Now, there are some other fees involved, but if you're looking for the lowest down payment option, the FHA option could be a good route for you. There's also VA loans for our military veterans out there, and some of those, depending on your eligibility, could actually have 0 down. So if you're an active service member or a retired service member and have served your country, get with me. I can put you in contact with one of my VA specialists, and we can find out exactly what type of VA loan you potentially qualify to get you into that home, even if you don't have a down payment. So there are also local down payment options. Depending on the city and where you're looking at, there are grants that are available. And Ohio even has what's called an OFHA loan, which can get you a grant to help you with your closing costs or your down payment. So there's a lot of options out there. So let's talk about the typical style of homes you can expect depending on where you're moving in the greater Dayton area if your budget is right around $265,000, give or take. So right off the bat, if you're looking in the Kettering area, that's going to get you on average a 3-bedroom ranch, 1.5 bath, maybe with or without a basement, and a decently updated kitchen. And that is a good entry-level home, or even if you are downsizing, ranches in Kettering are like gold. They are always in demand, and it's always a great investment to get into a property like that. There's also Huber Heights, where you could find more of a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, Cape Cod style that is going to give you the room to grow, the room to expand, and a lot of times also comes with a basement. Now we also have Beavercreek. Beavercreek is going to offer you, once again, the ranch style, maybe a little bit more land, and you may even come across a tri-level or two that is going to fit within your budget. A tri-level is where you walk in on the main floor, go down to another living area, sometimes even the garage, and then you go up to the main living space with a living room and all of the bedrooms. This gives you excellent bang for your buck when you're looking to buy in the greater Dayton area. Tri-levels are some of my favorite homes out there. Now, I also like to be the realtor that tells you things that maybe other real estate agents won't tell you, and that's some of the hard facts. That if you're looking in that $265,000 price point, the typical square footage is probably going to be somewhere between 1,500 square feet and 2,000 square feet, give or take, and that may or may not include the living space in the basement. Some of the things that you're not going to get if this is your price point and you cannot go too much more over top of this, and right off the bat, that's going to be new construction. Anything new construction is going to have a higher price per square foot than most of our resale homes right now. So if that is your budget and you're thinking new construction is the way for you to go, that may not be an option. It doesn't mean we completely rule it out, but it's going to make things a lot more difficult. Plus, if you're looking for something that is historic, has a walkability factor, and has all the upgrades out there, $265,000 may not get you into that property. But I'll tell you, as an experienced real estate agent, getting into the property that suits your needs in terms of the location and in terms of the size, with maybe some cosmetic updates like a kitchen or a bathroom or even just some new flooring, going in there and doing that over time is going to build your equity faster than anything else, and it's going to make the value of your property skyrocket, so that when the time comes and you decide that maybe you want to move from your first home into your next property, you've got some great equity we can work with, and when I come out there and we sell that property, you walk away a happy camper. Now, besides the first-time home buyer, this price point also is great for those that maybe purchased years ago and got in before everything started to escalate and got a really great deal on a property, and they're looking for a move-up property, but not an extreme move-up property. This price point is also good for people that are remote workers. Maybe they're moving from a higher priced area, maybe an area that has income tax and they're looking to escape that, and they come to this price point. This could be a great avenue for them. And once again, this is an awesome avenue for our veterans. Those people that are here working at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and are looking for something convenient, something affordable, and something that they know they can not only afford, but potentially sell in 4 to 5 years if and when they're relocated out of the Dayton area to another base somewhere across the country. Now, once again, let's talk about the things that some realtors are not going to talk to you about, but I want to be transparent and I want to tell you the truth. And that is some of the pitfalls that buyers experience, especially first-time home buyers, in this price point. And right off the bat, it's not estimating for your taxes and your insurance. Depending on where you live in Dayton, whether it be south of town, downtown, or north of town, the taxes are going to be wildly different, especially if you're going from one county like Greene County and Montgomery County or Butler County or Miami County. Those taxes are across the board. So what you can afford for $265,000 in Kettering may be wildly different from what you can afford for $265,000 in Bellbrook or Sugar Creek Township or in Beavercreek. So those are things to keep in mind. Also, if this is the max price for you, make sure you're not going into a property with that max budget. And the reason being, you may go into multiple offer situation. You may not have the ability to negotiate properly with that seller, and there may be some times where some repairs are needed and the seller will not concede to those repairs, but you still want the property, so you want to make sure you have the budget to work with. Your lender is going to make sure that you're not overpaying for the property. They're going to make sure that you're not over budget, and you're always going to have some sort of reserves at the end of the month, but you want to take those things into consideration. Oh, and fun bonus fact, if you're looking at something like a condo or a landominium, something like that, and it has an HOA, that HOA is the Homeowners Association. That's what covers things such as maybe there's a swimming pool, maybe there's a clubhouse, or maybe you live in a condo where the HOA takes care of just about everything on the outside. That is also going to add into your budget. So if that HOA is, let's say as an example for a condo, $185 a month, that's going to eat into your budget. So all of a sudden that $265,000 price point is more like a $280,000 price point. But your lender can go over all of this with you so that you're prepared. So if you're curious what $265,000 can get for you in your specific area that maybe we haven't covered in this video, drop it here in the DM or send me a direct message, send me a text message, and let's talk about what you can buy in that price point in the zip code or the area or the neighborhood that you are specifically looking in or currently live in. And if you're a first-time home buyer that wants to go over all the different aspects of buying a home, and this is your entry point and this video has motivated you to get off the couch and become a homeowner and live the American dream and start building wealth through real estate, then send me a message, drop me a DM, make a comment here and I'll reply, and let's get you going into your next property. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all my videos. The topics are different every single week. I hope this was of value to you, and I love selling real estate in Dayton, Ohio.